Hey guys, it's Laurel. Today is Saturday, August 10th, and this is FLOSSTUBE number 43, I believe. So glad you stopped by to see me. I have some new subscribers, so welcome to you and any previous subscribers. I appreciate you being here. If you just stumbled upon me, this is my little channel, mostly about cross stitch, some quilting. I used to do it half and half, but quilting has kind of dropped off lately, but we'll talk about that later. But anyway, I'm glad you're here. I would like to thank a couple friends of mine for spreading my channel name around and getting me a few more subscribers. So a big thank you for Pam. Pam has always been my biggest cheerleader. She is very supportive of me and she's a great friend and I appreciate her very much. Also Nancy, not Nancy. I'm sorry, I was watching Nancy the Disorderly Stitcher earlier, so Nancy is in my brain. Karen, the recovering monogamous stitcher, has also always had the kindest words ever for me, and I so very appreciate her. We have never met in person, we have never Zoomed, but I still consider her to be a really good friend. And Karen, I thank you so very much for the nice shout out that you gave me. So I made a list of stuff through the week as I was at work. You know, I think about something I wanted to show y'all. I jot it down on my list, and guess where that list is? Yep, it's at work. So I'm just winging it. Not that I have like a script or anything ever, but I'm not sure that I'm showing you everything I intended on, but we'll just see. It's been a few weeks since I've been here. You know, life just happens. I'm normally, if you're new to me, I'm normally every 2 to 3 weeks, I throw a video out. Just like clockwork, I film a video and 2 days after, I swear it's the last time I'm doing a video. I even told a friend that I thought I was done. I wasn't going to do anymore. And then I miss everybody and I miss doing this. So I'm back. So here I am again. So I have quite a bit of stuff to show you. Some of it is just, you know, obviously my whips that I have shown in the past. I have haul, because if you see me before, there's always haul. I have a FFO. I have plans for Sampler September. So let's just get started. I will show you my FFO first. This is, I don't know, I guess I've shown this finished before, but I had finished the stitching of it prior to starting my floss tube. So it's been pushing 2 years, I guess. I think October is my 2-year anniversary. So I have this, I don't want to say pile, but it is a pile of cross stitch finishes that either I don't know what the finish is going to be yet, or I haven't picked a frame out, or, you know, that type thing. So I have the same thing on this side of my sewing room with quilts. I have 20-ish quilt tops that haven't been quilted yet. I hope to not have that many over here before I get some stuff done. So I did take one down to Hobby Lobby in Ashboro and had it framed. Now, I picked out a frame when I was there. They ordered the frame, it was out of stock. So they called me, they said, do you want to pick something else out, or do you want us to try to order it again? And I said, well, I like that frame, so let's try to order it again. They tried again, it was out of stock. So I went in, I picked out another frame. They said, we'll still try the other one. If it's out of stock, we'll just default and order this one. So the second frame I picked is what they wound up using. This is Amazing Grace by Heartstring Sampler. This was part of her, oh, look at that. That's a pretty little whippy hair right there. I took one of the huskies outside this morning and brushed her, and my hair is a little unhappy about that. Anyway, this is part of the Sunday Stitches series. I joined a club when these first came out, so I have them as individual patterns, all of them. But I'm pretty sure they're all in that one book now. She combined them into a book. Maybe last year. I don't know. I lose track of time. But I love this one. It's so very pretty. It looks just a teeny tiny bit glary, but it's just because I'm right in front of a window. It does have the higher quality glass on it. Which I have some, like, this one does not have the higher quality glass. this one does. So you can see the difference. So it just depends, you know, when I'm in here, this is just my cutting table back here. So I'm the only one that sees that, so it doesn't matter. But if I was to, sorry, I got a little notification came up. But if I was to hang it out in our living area somewhere, I would just hang it somewhere where the sun doesn't hit it, so I wouldn't have that glare. But this one does have the nicer glass. And I love the frame. I really don't even remember what the first frame was at this point, but I do like this one with a little bit of texture to it. So, very pleased with how that one came out. I don't have any finished stitches. I had thought that there's a stray needle just hanging out of this thing over here, sorry. I had thought I would have this one finished, and I should have. This is my 2 threads a day piece. If I had actually stuck to 2 threads a day, it would be finished at this point, but I didn't. I try that, and I get on a pretty good roll for a couple weeks, and then I go to like every other day, and then I go to like every third day, and then I go to, oh, it's been a week and I haven't put anything in there. So that's where I am with this. So hopefully I'll get back on board with it. We'll see. But it's the Maker Mender by Brenda Gervais. It's beautiful. Every single person that has finished this, it's been gorgeous. I have not seen a single one that is not pretty. It looks good on any fabric, in any colors. I mean, it's just a beautiful little stitch. I don't know exactly where I was when I showed it last. I have used the Book a Days for a few years now, and I just, like the last 3 weeks, I have not written anything in the book. So when I went to pull stuff to show that I had worked on, I was like, oh, what did I work on in the last 3 weeks? Because I didn't write anything down. So I got to do a little better about that. And it's just for me. I just like having a record of it, so I kind of see, so I can kind of gauge, you know, how much time I'm putting in stuff, how much progress I'm getting versus, you know, what I want to start, how long it's going to take, and all that stuff. I pretend to be organized, but I'm not really. But this is where I am. I feel like I did the star since you saw it last, and maybe this right here in the middle. It still needs the flowers on it, but the greenery's done. Everything on the top except my first initial is done. I will come back and do that at some point, but it's the little eyelet stitches. I don't know what the difference is right off between just an eyelet and an Algerian eyelet, but I don't know which one it is, but whatever it was, I really enjoyed doing them. So this is on a 18 count Ada Affogato by Fiber on a Whim, I'm pretty sure. Let me fold it this way. So if I get back to my 2 threads a day whenever I see you again, it should be done, but I can't say that I'll stick to that because I obviously have not since the last time I saw you. So if this is your first time watching me, sometimes I lie. It's not on purpose, and I'm sorry. Dwelling Place is the next piece I worked on. Y'all have seen this a million times. I am stitching this with my friend Jan Holder and with Hoop It Up with Jan, and Phoebe is also stitching this. She is Moonshine Stitchery on FLOSSTUBE. They are really fast stitchers, the both of them. I haven't watched Phoebe's last one yet, so I'm not sure if she showed it in that one. Jan has been working on some other stuff, so I'm like frantically trying to catch up, knowing that when she gets it back out, she'll just be like, oh, here I am finished. But I'm pretty close. I'm almost to the halfway point as far as the middle section goes. Sorry, I shook you. I didn't mean to. So this is where I am. I did finally finish the flowers up here in this urn. I have worked on this flower right here. I just have the outline of this flower to go and then filling in those two, and then I will be halfway done with the middle section. I did a little teeny tiny bit of fill-in on the house. It's kind of hard to see, but there is some fill-in. I took it to Stitchy Group, and I think I might have worked on this some on a Zoom call. And I told you last time, my little animals at the bottom needed some friends. So the deer and the squirrel have a bunny friend at the bottom. So the little animals, I didn't think they would be that much fun, but man, they are super fun. Jordan, the tattooed stitcher, she showed this in her last video. She is starting at the bottom and getting kind of the dent stitching done first. Hers is really, really pretty. And she had said in her video that it's like really hard to put down, and it is. Like, I have a few projects in my stitchy like go bag that I take with me everywhere, and this is in there, and this is always the one that I pull out. So it's what I work on at lunch. I come home in the evening and work on it. Saturdays I try to work on something different, but it never works. I keep coming back to this one. So maybe if I get caught back up with where I want to be, I'll you know, not put as much time into it, but I don't know. I have tried for the last 3 or 4 years. I've picked out like an all-year stitch to be something that I do through the whole year, and I haven't completed a single one of those. So I thought it would be fun this year to do like 4 of them. So, but this will, if any of them get done, it will be this one. The other ones, they're way off track, but that's okay because I just enjoy the stitching. It's not about, I don't have plans for where these are going to hang on the wall. I don't have framing money put aside yet. Hanging pictures in my house is like a whole ordeal, and I've talked about it before. So I'm in no hurry. Like, I'm not like itching to get the finished project. I just like the process of stitching. I did work some more on Bless Our Land by Plum Street. It's super cute. And this is another one. It's little, obviously, so if I just put some time into it, it would be done, but you just grab what's in the moment. I did get the house finished, and I think I put some more of this green vine. But isn't it pretty? I love the little eagles. I need to find, I don't think I have anything picked for the color of this bowl right here. It's the same color as the flagpole. I haven't picked that one out yet. I need to pick that because that's another big chunk, but this is fun. I've been doing this a little bit in front of the TV. If I'm like, if it's something that if it's something I really want to watch, I pick up Dwelling Place and work on like the house fill-in or something. If it's something I'm not so much interested in, I'll pull this one out in front of the TV because, you know, it does need a little more. I'm at the point that it needs some more counting. Okay, I did stitch some more on Prudence. This is a stitch along I'm doing with Michelle from 2 Bay Stitchers. This is so pretty. This border, not focusing very good. This border is beautiful, beautiful. So Nancy, again, Disorderly Stitcher, she had posted a question out on Instagram about, are you a border stitcher? Like, do you do all the border first, or do you stitch the border as you go? And I had responded, and I said, I normally just do the border as I go. Like, I mingle it in, and, you know, I use it as landmarks as I'm filling down my side. And then, because I said that out loud, apparently when I say it out loud, it becomes a lie. So I got this out, and I just got hooked on the border. So I've been coming around. I got down to the bottom on this side, and I just did like a running stitch across the bottom to make sure it's going to match. I didn't want to do all that stitching across, even like as a half stitch, and find out it didn't match and have to pull it all out. So I normally do this if it is like an even border across the bottom, I will run that run-in stitch and see if I match. So now I do have to say the colors in this are just amazing. Let me get this folded down a little bit more. The words are in this really, really pretty plummy color. And these flowers, oh, it's so beautiful. So beautiful. And you know, it's Plum Street, so hello. You know it's going to be beautiful, and you know I'm going to stitch it. All right, and then I have another sow. I am like sow gal this month. I mean, this year. I'm like, everybody, this cross stitch calendar on Instagram is like the best thing ever. And I am like, I want in on everything, just everything. This is a sow that I'm hosting with Stitching Gym. It's a little bit of spring. Our hashtag is hashtag bit of spring SAL. And on Prudence, the hashtag is hashtag on Prudence SAL. And I'll try to list both those down below in the description box. So like I said, me and Jem were doing this. Kim is stitching it. Krista is stitching it. There are so many people stitching it because it's Blackbird. How can you not just love stitching Blackbird? Now, I am doing mine just like this. I'm using the call for colors and a piece of Seraphim linen that I can't remember the name of. Maybe antique lace. That might be what it is. Now, it does in the middle, in the beginning of the book, it does show, it gives a little history, and it shows the original that this was based on. Kim and Krista are both changing theirs a little bit. I think Kim might be doing a drum, and she is using more of these purpley colors, which I can't wait to see how hers turns out, because that might be something to copy later in a drum. And one of them is not stitching the house. They're going to change that. I'm boring. I'm the rule follower. But it's so pretty. This border, again, I started on the border. I had no intention of just keeping on with the border, but it's so much fun. So it has these two little motifs or stitches up at the top. It does not have them at the bottom. It just has little curly cues. And this is two different colors that alternate in this border. And then it will come back and have like a zigzag border around. Now the original has a different border. If you look, and I think both the girls, it's kind of hard to see, but I think they're going to try to mimic some of this on theirs. It's just beautiful. There have been lots and lots of posts on this one. I'm sorry, I just knocked my needle out. There's been lots and lots of posts on this one, and I love seeing them. Oh my goodness. And this is, you know, hopefully I stick with this one till it's done, because it's not giant. And it does, you know, when you get going, you're like, oh, I could just knock this out and it'll be so pretty. And it won't be super expensive to frame because it is a little bit smaller. She's so pretty. So pretty. So I can't wait to get some letters in on that one. All right, and then one day, I think it was a Saturday, I was home and I was like, you know, I want to stitch something different. I just want to, you know, look at something different than what I've been looking at for the last little bit. So I pulled this one out. This was my birthday start. My birthday's in November. So we are now in August. So I've done very little, but I don't care, because I don't care when this one gets done. It is so much fun to stitch on. I love the combination of the floss and the fabric. It makes me so happy. So this is what I'm talking about. This is Quakers Hometown. I will not attempt to say that name. I'll put it there where it can focus. These patterns The only place I know that you can get them right now is Colorado Cross Stitcher. I mean, you can order from them directly. I don't mean to say you can't order from the designer directly. But the only place I think in the U.S. maybe that I have seen that you can get them is Colorado Cross Stitcher. She had ordered them a while back, and I was so excited, so I got this one and Quaker's Pride. Then she sold out of the patterns, and in her last video, Sherry said that she had some more in stock. So I went on the site, and there's a third one that, oh, it's so pretty. It is so, so pretty. So me and Willpower, we are not friends. So I will probably be purchasing that at some point and showing it to you. So if you go on there and you see the really pretty one, don't buy it out because I want it. But it's the design is shown on a beige print, and it's got white and red stitched on it, motifs, and it's beautiful. It's Quaker. And I know, Quakers, I feel like the people I see that stitch Quakers stitch a lot of Quakers. And the people, I feel like it's either you like Quakers or you don't. It's not like sometimes they're okay and sometimes not kind of thing. I don't know, maybe I'm wrong, but oh, so pretty. Now, I did change my colors on this one. This is on a piece of 36 count Bramble, which I love to no end. I don't have my colors with me right now, but if you want to know, you can put a comment or something. And I've said them before, but this is where I am. I was working on this one. I think I had just started it last time I showed it, so I finished that one up in a couple evenings. And I'm thinking I will probably do all the motifs across the top and then do the houses, the alphabet houses, and the motifs. But I don't know, because I'm at a point that I could start a house right here and get another color in it. But oh, I just love it. Love it, love it. And I think Sherry said she was thinking about starting this one. I don't know that she said with, like definite right away. She didn't have a date or anything, but I do think it's on her radar to start. Okay, so that's all the stitching I've done in the last few weeks that I remember, because again, I didn't write anything down, so I don't know. So I want to now, I'm going to show you haul, and then I'm going to show you my plans for Sampler September. And I probably will not be back until September, which is why I'm going to go ahead and show you these. In 2 weeks, that will be the 24th, and we will be out of town. My husband and my daughter are going to run a Spartan race, and I'm going to go watch them, because that is what I'm good at. They're in shape and they can go do that stuff. I'm just a spectator. So we will be out of town for that, so I probably won't be back until September has started or will have just started. So I'm going to show you those. But let's do haul first. Okay. I have a chart that I remember from years ago that it was one that I eventually wanted. It's a lavender and lace chart. And I have 3 other lavender and lace charts that I had bought at the time. And this was like, a long time ago. I was probably in my early 20s. I will be 52 this year. So it's been a minute since I bought these. I never stitched any of those 3. I still have them. When I got rid of all my cross stitch stuff years ago, because I thought I was just going to quilt and I was not going to cross stitch anymore, but I kept those. They were one of the few things that I kept. And this one I had actually seen in a friend's house that she had paid somebody to stitch. And I don't know what she paid her, but it was absolutely worth it because it is gorgeous. I'm sorry, my nose is itching. Gorgeous. So I kind of had it in the back of my head, and I looked on on the out of print charts Facebook group. And I had listed out there, a couple people had messaged and said, oh, I have it. I had talked to a couple of them. One of the people were like, okay, it's going to be like $30 and no shipping, no tracking. And I was like, no. And then another person was like, oh, I have it. It's brand new. I can send it to you. And it was, you know, it was not $30. It was cheaper. But I went in and looked at how many times they had posted that they had an out of print chart. And it was amazing how many out of print charts they had. So I felt like that was a little suspect, so I didn't go with them, and I just kind of left it alone. I was like, it's not like I'm going to stop everything and stitch this right now. It's one of those I want because I feel like at some point in my life I will stitch this. I know the story's turning very long, but I'm getting there. So somebody direct messaged me and said, hey, I have this, if you're interested, if you still are, blah, blah, blah. And I said, well, I am, but she gave me the price that she wanted, which was very reasonable. I said, does it include tracking? She said it did. So I was like, okay, great. So I PayPal'd her the money. She said, sent me a message. She said, I sent it out today. The receipt shows that I mailed it yesterday, but I really didn't. I mailed it today. And I said, okay, do you have the tracking information? She sent me a screenshot that had no tracking information. And she said, the post office said if you have informed delivery, you'll be able to track it that way. Well, you can't track with informed delivery. I have that, and it really just tells you what is coming in the mail that day. You get a screenshot of your mail pieces. And I was like, oh no. Like, I am ashamed of myself because I instantly defaulted to, I just got scammed. I did not. The woman was dead on. She absolutely sent me what she said she would. It came in the time frame that it would. It's in great shape, and it is Angel of Love by Lavender and Lace. This is what drew me into it. Now, I'm not a beater. I've never really tried it, but I don't know that I would love it. So the chart that I talked about that's on loan from a friend, it has some beading, but I think I can replace that with like Kryneck or Treasure Braid or something. So when I get to this one, the other one I will stitch first. So when I get to this one, I will have an idea about whether I would want to attempt that or not. But I was very pleased to get that and very appreciative that that nice lady was willing to part with it. So that made me happy. Nice find. Okay, and then I had told you in the last video that Plum Street, I think it was just fall charts were on sale, and I'd ordered a couple. So they came. Sorry. Harvest delivery. Which I love this, but I think it needs to be on a darker piece because the horse doesn't show up. But so pretty. So pretty. Very fallish. And Bounty Sampler. It says be ye thankful and something. I can't read it, but it's just a little bit of words up here. So I don't know if I'll put the words on or not, but I saw someone, it was a floss tuber, showed this, and she had just done like this, the leaves in the tree. Gorgeous. I mean, gorgeous. So I don't know if I'll stitch it as is or if I'll attempt to make changes. You know, I'm not very good at making changes, but I'm trying to learn. I have some friends that are making me brave, so. But, oh, so pretty. So I was very happy to have those. I do have, the third one I ordered is the autumn salt boxes. Excuse me. They were back ordered, but they'll be here this week sometime. Then the next piece I got is from the Silver Needle. This is, I'm sorry, excuse me. I had a wheel with something going on there. This is from A Little Help from Our Friends stitching circle that I'm in. So this is Odds and Ends. This is by October House. So cute. So cute. So it comes with a little felt piece. And I don't know if you can tell, but it's like, it's plaid, the felt pieces. So I think that'll be fun. Not felt wool, not felt, sorry. So, very excited to have that. That's been a great little club. I'm very, very glad that I participated in that, and I will do that again. And then I'm also in the Sampler Sewing Circle Club with Dying to Stitch. Every single piece has been amazing. I saw this one, they posted it and said it was going to be the next one coming, and I mean, I was like, this is one of those, I was dreaming about it till it got here, and it got here, and I've just been like, oh, ooh, ah, ooh, ah. Love this. Liberty for all. Just look at that. Oh. It comes with linen. I can't remember. Patriots Brew. 36 count Patriots Brew. And there's the flosses. It's too crinkly, or I would pull it out, but I think you can see it good. Oh, so pretty. Oh, I mean, look, just this. Oh. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness is all I can say. All right, and then I got my club piece from Seraphim Fabrics. It is 36 count sand dunes. I should have pulled it out before, I'm sorry, but I'm not going to pull it out and make a bunch of noise. I need to quit just saying someone showed this, because that tells y'all nothing. There was a floss tuber, maybe Olivia with Pumpkin Hollow is stitching something on this, but it's a really, really pretty sampler color. So you can't go wrong with that. Okay, Teresa Kogut Patreon charts. Gathering Bittersweet. I just dropped. Sorry. Gathering Bittersweet. Very cute. She's up there with her little kitty cat. Harvest House. Just saw that one. I was like, oh, that's really cute. I love the house even by itself. I love the little pumpkin motif by itself. I don't know how I feel about the turkey. He's undecided, so I don't know how I'll stitch that when it comes to its time. And then this one. This one is beautiful. I love that giant pumpkin on top of that house. I love the color of the house. I love the little fall trees. I mean, how stinking cute is that? Teresa Kogut is a genius. A genius is all I'm going to say. Alright, sorry, these were in a bag. I listened back to my last video and there was a lot of crinkling, and I am so sorry for that. So sorry. Okay, so I don't know if it was at the same time that the Plum House patterns were on sale. I'm not sure, but Heartstring Sampler patterns were on sale at 123 Stitch. So I got Forever Young by Heartstring Sampler. Look at that big berry bowl at the bottom. Oh. And very simple little border. But I love all these different, I love a chart that has these little different lines separating everything with different stitches. This, oh, I love it. Love it. I need to live forever. Forever, I tell you. This was also on sale on Stars Clyde. I had this on my wish list, and if you go on 123 Stitch or Fat Quarter Shop, either one, on your wish list and kind of scroll through, it'll tell you when it's on sale. I think, does Fat Quarter Shop do that? I think it does. Anyway, I got this from 123 Stitch. If you watch Stitch Brat, you can't watch her and not want to do a Carolyn Manning. You just can't. If you don't watch her, you should. She's great. Her Instagram is just full of inspiration. So I got this originally thinking it's not really my colors, but you know, it's quilty, so I love that. So I could just change the colors, but the more I look at it, I don't know. Maybe I'll do something similar to the colors. But it's pretty. It's pretty. And this would be nice because each little block, you feel like you finished something. Oh, love it. Love it. Love it. I have a quilt that I've hung in the back before. It's where's, oh, it's on a ladder. You can't see, but the colors in the quilt, it's a star quilt, and the colors are turquoise, yellow, and orange, which sounds super weird, but it is such a pretty quilt. But that would be pretty colors with this too. Have no idea when I'll start that. Have no idea when it will fit into my life. Also, can you tell that I have been stalking the 1, 2, 3 stitch sales? If you don't know how to find them, if you just go into what's on sale today, and then a little drop down comes down and it will tell you daily sales and weekly sales. I probably should not have found that because it's really, I should have ignored it, but I didn't. So I also bought 2 Hello from Liz Matthews charts, Forest Sampler and Vanity Sampler. Because how can you not? Now I will say, this one is just alphabet, and of course it has the girls' information right here that I might do something different. This one, I love the chart, but what it says is, I don't know, weird to me. It doesn't fit in my realm, so I will, when I get to this wording will change. But look at this. That's so pretty. And look at all the little just little things that you can like pull out and do as little smalls. Not enough hours in the day. And then I got some fabric. So I got a piece of 40 count, 40, because I'm going to be brave. A friend of mine brought me some little samples of some 40 count out of her like scrap bin. Thank you, Rebecca. And I'm going to try it. But these came up. These are Lakeside linen. And they had this in 40 count. So I got just a small piece. This is a, what's it called? Tarnished silver. So it's a decent size. I mean, it's not like giant, but it's pretty. It's kind of a purpley gray color. Oh, so pretty. So pretty. And then I got a piece of Lakeside Morning Dove, and this is a 36 count. So it looks white, but it has just like a teeny little hint of, I don't know, like a light gray or a light green. I mean, it's just the subtlest little, just to make it not stark white. So I can definitely find lots of things to stitch on that. And then what my friend brought me, I'm really excited about this one piece. This is called Skyfall. Look at this. I mean, that is just gorgeous. Gorgeous. And then she brought me a piece of, this is a Weeks Dye Works mocha. I think Skyfall is, I'm not going to guess. I don't want to lie to you. Mocha. Look at this beautiful color. Now you tell me that Teresa Kogut, wouldn't that be pretty on this, that fall? But I think when I put my magnifiers on, like, I think I can see it fine with my magnifiers. I looked at it. We were, our little stitch group meets in a restaurant, and the lighting was really good in there. And I looked at it there through my magnifiers, and I think it looked real good. And then this is 40 count exemplar, a little piece, which is a beautiful Beautiful, beautiful color. Beautiful. Okay, and then I got some, oh, let me show you this. This, my friend Renee made this. Look at this. So it folds up like this, and then you just pop it out, and it's an Orc container. So when I'm stitching, like at lunch or stitchy group, I normally just have a little pile of Orc sitting there, but she made this, and it just folds up super cute, and I love it. And it has little gnomes on it, because I do love gnomes. I know some people think they're silly, but I love them. They're cute. So I love this. I asked her what she used, what this is, and this is a piece of like a water bottle. And it's been very sturdy. I've used it every day since she's given it to me. And, you know, I pop it out and pop it back in a few times a day, and it works wonderful. Wonderful. Okay, so I got a little bit of quilting haul to show you before I talk about Sampler September plans. I don't think I showed you these yet. This is Main Street by Sweetwater. I got out of the club because I had so many. So I get out of the club and then I still buy them in multiples. But they were on sale. This whole room is full of stuff that I needed because it was on sale. So it needs some organization right now. Like it really does. I normally do the organization in January and then again in June. And I don't know if I really did it in June because it's not very organized. So I'm going to try to put some time into that. Another simple whatnot. It's so cute. I feel like this one would go pretty fast. I might could cut this one out and get it together in a weekend since, you know, I'm so far behind. But I feel like they're coming really fast. And I seem to remember they had sent a memo. I think they were waiting on some of the fabric. So I don't know if they're catching up or if I'm really just that slow that time is getting away from me to the point that it's really been however long it is between. And I'm just, I gotta get back in. It's not that I don't want to sew anything. I mean, I love to sew, but I don't know. Not enough hours in the day. Just not enough hours. I got some clearance fabric from Fat Quarter Shop. It was like, you know, I guess the last little bit or whatever. I thought this would be cute. Cute bags or something. Or just cute in a quilt, or, you know, a little, I don't remember how much I got. Maybe a yard or two. I thought it was cute. And then I'm always on the lookout for black and white printed with either numbers or letters. So they had this in their clearance. So I got a yard of that. And then I got a yard of this one. Because it's pretty. Because it's pretty. That's why, because it's pretty. So that's it for haul. I have ordered a few things this past week, knowing that I've had a lot of stuff come in and knowing that I'm never going to get all this stuff done, but I just love it. I just love it. It's fine. So, sorry, my leg was very uncomfortable. So let's take a few minutes and talk about Sampler September. The past few years for Sampler September, I feel like, I don't remember exactly, but I feel like I've just picked one piece and worked on that piece throughout the month. This time, I want to do more kind of like I do with Mania. I went blank. Kind of like what I do with Mania. And I want to stitch on multiple things. So I went through the samplers that I have started to see what has not had attention and what I really miss stitching on. So I pulled a couple of those out. So I would like to work on these some, and I have one that I want to start. Originally, I was going to start Brenda's house because I've had that for a while and I'm just dying to start it because the border is amazing. But then Scarlet House sent out some exclusives, and I had to have one of them. So we'll talk about that when I get there. But these are the ones that I have started that I would like to get back to. Try to mark well. I bought this as soon as it was available. This was inspired by Barry's tomato bag. And everything Tanny does is beautiful. And that's all I can say about that. So this is one. I've started it. I've got a good start. So I would like to get back to this and get some more work done. It's, yeah, there's no more. It's just a simple border. But it's cute. I mean, I'm all the way down to the tomato. It shouldn't take very long. This is stitched on a 32 count Heritage Lugana. 1/2. I love that piece of fabric. It's so pretty. That's a really good sampler fabric. Really good. This one is Fanny's Flowers. I bought this because I can see her face. Laura, what is wrong with you? You watch her all the time. She's in Texas. Calculated Stitcher. Jennifer, for crying out loud. She actually showed this in one of her D-Stash videos. And I instantly went over to her account and someone had already bought it. So I just bought it myself. I am using the, I'm pretty sure it's the call for colors. And I think I'm using the call for floss. I just said floss. Call for linen as well. This is a 36 count flax. I don't have a very big start on it, but it is just super pretty and dainty. So I would like to spend a little time on that. Get some more work done on that. This one is about to be released. This was an exclusive through the Homespun group last year. Jane Thompson. Beautiful, beautiful. I bought the kitted overdyes. I can't remember what the options were. I'm sure it maybe had a silk, either a silk or a DMC conversion too. I don't know. But I did the overdyes. It comes with a piece of needle and flax linen. It wasn't named, so I don't know what the name of it is. It could be one she carries. It could not be. I have almost nothing started on it. But look at this border. I think that is so cute. Now, to be fair, I hadn't been stitching on 36 very long, I think, when this came. So I think I would get more progress on it now. But, oh, look. I love that. And this right here, like, can we talk about this row right here? Is that not cool? It's cool. It's just cool. So, like I said, I feel like this is coming out maybe with this this market. It was one of her, have you seen her releases? She is releasing Red Manor House. Who's getting that? Me. I'm getting it. I am. Then I have Mary Miller, which I have been eyeballing for a while, and this is the one that Laura with Brendan the Serial Stitcher, Laura Duet, is stitching. She has pictures of it on her Instagram also, and it is lovely, lovely. I don't know if she's using the called for or it's something very similar. I went a little bit darker. I'm using 36 count Brown Sugar by Fiber on a Whim. And I just have a teeny tiny little start. So I started out, I wanted a darker color because I wanted the yellows to show up, but then the The turquoisey letters are kind of ghosty, so I got to think about that. I don't know if I just need to make that a darker turquoise or if I'm okay with the ghosty or what, but I do want to get to where some yellow gets put in so I can see, but pretty. So those are the, obviously not all the samplers I have started, but those are the ones that I would like to put a little attention, give it a little attention to. And then, you know, it's just a good excuse to start something, right? So I want to start Mary Finley. This was a Scarlet House exclusive recently for Kitten Stitcher. I didn't order the floss, but I did order the Mason linen. I'm sure in 36 count to come. So I would like to get this one started. Because it's beautiful. Because the same reason as everything. Because everything is beautiful and I need to stitch everything. So I did get a new order in for my borrow cards in my Etsy shop. They did it wrong. So they have replaced it and it will be coming. I don't know how that works with where I order them from. I don't know if I have to send the old ones back or not. If I don't, I don't know. I'll figure out what to do with them in the shop somewhere. But I do have more of those coming. Like I said, I will not be back for sure in the 2-week span because we'll be out of town. Maybe the week after that, I'm not sure. We have some family stuff happening, so I will see, you know, whenever scheduling works out, I'll be back. But I really appreciate you coming and hanging out with me. I hope that you have had a great few weeks, and I hope you have a great few weeks until I see you again. I hope that I've inspired you to get something out that you had started, that you've seen, buy something new, start something new. I don't know. If you're like me, I could just watch stitching all day long. I watch more FLOSSTUBE than I do TV at this point. Not that I watch a lot of TV, but I do watch a lot of FLOSSTUBE. So go out there, find a FLOSSTuber that needs some attention and some love, and subscribe to them and show them some support. I do appreciate you being here. If you have been to see me and you haven't subscribed, I would love a subscribe, a little thumbs up. Like I said, that supposedly helps draw people to your channel. Not sure how that works because that's not what I do. It's not my world. But I do appreciate you being here. Good to see you again, or good for you to see me again, and hope to meet y'all all at some point on our stitching journey. So I will see you soon, and until then, I hope you get lots of stitching, lots of quilting done. Bye, guys.